Kimi Antonelli, Formula One race driver in 25 for Mercedes. How does that sound?
It's an amazing feeling. Obviously, it's a dream coming true. Something I've dreamed of since the very young age. And it still doesn't feel real, to be honest. I think I will probably realize once I'll exit the pit for the FP1 next season. But yeah, super happy. I want to thank massively Mercedes and all the people who made that possible. Of course, also my family, because they've been so important for me and such a big part in my journey. And super happy and cannot wait to get started.
Now, I know that we've been talking a lot about the potential of you getting to Formula One, but when was the moment you found out, and where were you, and how did it happen?
Well, I was at my house. I think it was just before the break, and I was super happy about it. And at the moment I just couldn't believe it. It was real, but then day by day I started to realize, and that actually it was becoming true. And super happy about it.
Was it a call from Toto? Do you see his name pop up on your phone?
Yeah, actually I was in a call with Toto, Bono, and James Allison, and all these these people. And once I got into the call, I was like, oh, something big must be coming. And and eventually they told me I would have become an F1 driver, and it was just such a great feeling.
Well, massive congratulations. You've gone from FRECA to F2 to Formula One in 18 months. It's a rapid rise. What have you made of that?
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, was really fast. Already, jumping from FRECA to F2 was a really big step. But we prepare really well for it, and obviously the season hasn't been easy, also because with the team we've been struggling a little bit. But the good thing is, like, we kept working, and also with the team we've been making some major improvements. Mm-hmm. And already from FRECA to F2, as I said before, was a big step, but I think I managed pretty well, also thanks to Mercedes and all the people around me, Prem as well, that they really have been helping me to not feel the step that much. And then to be announced an F1 driver already now is obviously a great feeling. And still I want to finish well in the F2, and then I will focus properly on the F1.
You mentioned how great it is to have a supportive family. Obviously, Mercedes and Prem, you've said, has been as well. But you personally just don't seem fazed by anything. Is that like a character trait you've always had? Have you always been like that?
It's also part. I mean, if you would ask me this question a few years ago, I wouldn't maybe say the same. Okay. Because, to be honest, in this year I've been developing a lot as a person. I've done a lot of training, with Mercedes. I've had also some, recently, I've had some mental coaches that, just, to talk a little bit about post-race weekends and also before race weekends. And, also how to manage this pressure, and, and also my family, my dad, sometimes he's really strict with me, but, it's good. Like, sometimes I feel like I really need it. And so I think, the person I became today is also thanks to all these people that, they really helped me to develop myself and to become the driver and the person I am today.
What have you made of all the attention? Have you been aware of it at all, like people talking about you and the fact that it's just increased a little bit more this year? Yeah,
of course. Already with the jump in F2, there was straight away a lot more talking. And, then with these rumors, the talking increased quite a bit. I'm not going to lie, I could feel a little bit, the pressure building up at one point in the season. But then, after the first win in F2, I kind of was able to release all this pressure, and also I didn't really mind the talking anymore. I was just trying to focus as much as possible in the F2, and then finally the announcement arrived. So all these rumors now are gone. It's all reality. It
must be a really nice feeling as well. When you look at this team, Mercedes, you spent a lot of time with them. They backed you since 2018. They clearly love you. Toto calls you a superstar. That must be so nice to be part of a new family almost.
Yeah, no, I will say already that they're a second family for me. I've been with them since 2018, so since I was 12, so a very long time, and yeah, super happy. To be honest, also with Toto, I have a good relationship, but also with the whole team as well. And it's just great to be with them. Also because they've been helping me so much, since the very young age, and especially when I moved to single seater. So they've been always trying to protect me and to help me, especially in the difficult moments. So I'm really glad to be with them, and yeah, hopefully we can have a good future together.
Very cool that they announced it in Monza. Very cool that you had your first FP1 yesterday. I know it was a tough day, but you were mighty quick before that crash. How cool is that to do that and to become essentially Italy's next biggest star in Formula One?
Yeah, it's a great feeling, to do that in front of the tifosi is such a great experience. And already yesterday, already from F2, I could see a lot of people in the grandstand, and it was cool to see so many people there. And obviously Italy has been waiting for an F1 driver since not very long time, but they've been waiting for it, and I'm super happy to be the next one, and hopefully we can achieve some great result and bring back Italy on top.
Now, talking about some special moments at Monza, we found this photo just now of when you met Lewis Hamilton. You were a grid kid. I was going to pass it over to you. What are your memories of that moment and chatting to Lewis? And you're so excited. It's a very cool place to be on the grid as well.
Yeah, so I remember exactly the moment. This was 2018. I was doing the grid boy. It was crazy because they assigned me Lewis Hamilton, and I was already super excited for it. And just before, at this moment, I can show the picture. They just finished to sing the national anthem, and Lewis was heading back to the car. And I remember calling him and telling him that I was remember, you're the best and you can win this, because it was a tight battle with Ferrari. So I remember telling him that, and eventually he won the race, and it was a great feeling. And also to be able to give him a high five just before the race was great. And I think you could see from the face.
I can see that clearly you've got to know him a little bit better since then. You clearly get on well. What advice has he given you? Because I guess it feels like a little bit of big shoes to fill, replacing him.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to be really honest. I think no one can ever replace Lewis because he's such a great driver, such a great figure in the sport. And he's been really helpful. Even yesterday before the session, he came to me and he gave me a high five, and he just told me to enjoy as much as possible. And, even during weekends, sometimes we catch up and we talk a little bit how the session goes, and and sometimes he just gave me some advices like I said yesterday, he just told me to enjoy. Yeah. But in other occasion, he just told me to keep working hard and believe in yourself, because the time will come. And he's such a great guy, and really, really thankful to have built a sort of relationship with him. And he's such a great driver, and he's super nice as well.
I can't believe that you're only 18, because you come across as super immature. When you think about the fact that you're coming into Formula One with a top team, I guess loads of excitement comes with that, but there's some expectation and some pressure. How do you feel about those kind of dovetailing those things?
Well, for next year, obviously, I don't expect so much from myself. I was just trying to, make the least amount of mistakes and try to get the best result for me and for the team as well. Of course, the goal is always to win, but it's not gonna be easy. And we're in a grid with the 20 best drivers, so it's gonna be tough. With Mercedes, they're like a second family to me. So they've been trying, also to help me to, also they try to advise me, and also they try to make me feel the pressure a bit less. And I'm super excited, and I'll just try to do the best job as possible and try to make the team happy.
Kimi, it's been an absolute pleasure. Super excited to see what you can do. Thanks for your time. Good luck for
Thank
next
you very
year.
much.